The multi-layered structure of a sick society functions the same way as you see nowadays. It always reaps its benefits from the suffering of people throughout the thousands of generations. See, when people feel abandoned, they will go through any extent to get some attention. One of the one of the lower levels, or let's say lowest levels of attention seeking, is that when you seek punishment because you feel that you are so little worthy of attention, right? Or so unworthy of others' attention that even they're punishing you or harming you feels like someone finally giving you a bit of attention and recognition. This sick society functions this way because it's been doing so previous in the previous ages of our existence, and obviously now with all the technology it actually excels at doing this. How is it? Well, look at its NGOs. The NGOs that follow this sick society's premises, agendas, and the such, they all gather people based on a certain specific single topic. Those people are brainwashed into investing their energy even more into that which is making their misery instead of teaching them to take more responsibility. And that is why you see those people becoming more aggressive, because the point is, when someone has invested their entire energy in things like their abandonment issues, their misfortunes and the such, when they are placed in an environment where everyone is thinking similarly, if not the exact same, now they feel entitled to power. They feel as if they can conduct vengeance on the whole world because now they have found the so called lost tribe. But they're oblivious to the fact that this manipulation technique is all based on them being driven specifically here so that they can be harvested of their energy and used in certain specific ways. Now, when such people seek pain, right, you see those activating for all sorts of, let's say, leftist agendas. Those people ultimately still are people who feel that only punishment or, very destructive behaviors of others can be considered as the only attention that they can receive. Yes, that is why they are so destructive. It is a very extreme part of wounded feminine energy, because when you look at wounded feminine energy, once it reaches a level beyond a certain threshold, it will always seek pain. It will always seek other people ruining her life even more. And it will seek other people abusing her even more, or him, because people can suffer, you know, energy is indiscriminate of gender. All genders have their own, feminine and masculine influences. Even inanimate objects have. So you, as a more energy vibrant being, shouldn't ever think that those energies aren't influencing you. You can simply not believe in those. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter to anyone or anything whether you believe in you having masculine or feminine energies. They're going to have an influence on you. Same thing is with karma. It doesn't care whether you believe in it or not. The more you do of something, typically the better you become at it. So when you become better at your own self destruction, well, I'm not sure if that should be considered a sane way of living life. So when people are harvested like this, see, the point is their misery is turned against them, and they're taught to become even more miserable as if that is their only truth, right? It is wounded feminine energy inviting other wounded energies to make worse of what they already have. When that happens, obviously these energies will always have a contrasting sort of energies, right? People who are committed or people who follow other premises. So these people who are sickened by these agendas even more than they unfortunately ended up being in the first place, these people will always be turned against others because this is how you destabilize a society, right? So first you take miserable people, teach them how to be even more miserable, but teach them that that is the only way, and teach them to be happy with that, right? Now these people, you pit them against people who have opposing viewpoints, especially people who are almost fanatical on the viewpoints. And this way, you get a lot of conflicts. Conflicts bring wounded people, and conflicts bring dead people, right? This means drama. Drama is easy to, make money out of because you simply commercialize drama. Everything in a sick society ultimately is commercial, right? It's commercializing of drama, nothing else, right? In a sick society, everything is turned into drama and then commercialized. Nobody cares in the mainstream media that a country is devastated by internal struggles or by floods. They simply do get their money out of commercializing their drama. Nobody's gonna care about those. You're never gonna see any mega corporation giving funds or giving help to miserable people, right? Because ultimately they make the money typically out of them, right? Out of slaves working in third world countries. So the point is, once you pit these people, right, you trigger the last layer, right, the third layer, or well, there can be sub layers to these layers in the sense of the deep psychology, which goes much deeper into these layers, but I only presented them shortly. So first of all, you draw the people, then you make them be even more miserable, and then you make them miserable, you make use of their misery, right, to cause even more misery upon others. And when those whom you support get wounded or even killed in whatever manifestations you pit them against, you make this into a commercialization of drama, right? And you make other people look bad by mistreating the ones who actually initiated the aggressive movements, right? And this way, you create chaos in a society, you distort its order, and you also tend to distort the order of people who are very simple minded. Because people who aren't rooted into the rules and laws of nature as a whole, of this universe, or at least how you have been created and how your mind, your energies, and your body function, you'll easily be swayed into any of these conflicts, and you'll only end up as a victim of either of the sides, right? And the agendas, they will never care about the others, right? They only care about pushing the drones into the first line, because no hive mind ever cares about the drones that follows the hive mind, right? It only cares about itself, its own existence. It is a coalesced egotistical existence, but only the higher ups make use of it because they are the ones who are the most afraid. The other ones, they have nothing to lose. They don't care about their life. They don't value their life either. So they will gladly give it up. Because once you give an ignorant the idea that they must fight for something, must fight for something means that you're ready to die for something, right? But be ready to die means that you're also ready to kill for something, right? So this is how you destabilize a society slowly and surely. It takes time, yes, but it can become extremely effective because once you keep people in misery, miserable people don't invest much in their own stability. So it's easy to turn these mold people, as I call them, into whatever shape you want, right? Mold people are those whom you can shape because they don't necessarily have a certain personality, a fixed personality, or a fixed set of wants or needs. They just will gladly follow anything else. When you just feel like following anyone else, how can you know that they are interested in your better being, right? First and foremost, will ever a sick society care for its people, or just use them as batteries and discard them when they're no longer needed? All this being said, thank you for joining, you're appreciated. Hopefully this video raised a bit of awareness. Take care, enjoy life, and this being said, Ferinjan Board signing out.